I've owned probably 6 or 7 dehumidifiers over the years. Home Labs, Frigidaire, Vremi, a couple of little no-name ones I grabbed off Amazon on a whim. And that whole process taught me something I really wish someone had told me before I bought my first one. Because here's the thing, you can buy the most expensive, best-reviewed dehumidifier on the market, bring it home, plug it in, and still end up with a basement or a bedroom that feels just as damp as before. Not because the machine is bad, but because of one mistake almost everybody makes when they're shopping for one. So if you're about to buy a dehumidifier, or you already own one and you're wondering why your space still feels muggy, stick with me for a few minutes, because this could genuinely change how dry your space actually gets. And I'm not going to leave you hanging either. I'll give you my 3 picks depending on the space you're actually dealing with, and I'll also tell you exactly which dehumidifiers you should avoid at all costs. Okay, quick basics. A dehumidifier pulls in humid air, cools it below its dew point so the moisture condenses out into a tank and blows the drier air back into the room. Simple idea, but how it actually does that cooling matters way more than people realize. First, and this is the big one, check whether it's Peltier or compressor-based. Cheap, colorful little units under $50 usually use Peltier, or thermoelectric cooling, basically a semiconductor chip instead of a compressor. It's quiet and cheap, but it's genuinely only effective in small enclosed spaces, a bathroom, a closet, an RV. When the box claims it covers 1,000 square feet, that's true in a lab, not in your actual basement or living room. If you need to dry out a real room, you want a compressor unit. That's the tech that's actually been doing this job for decades. Second, think about how you'll empty it. A small tank means daily dumping in a humid space, which gets old fast. If you're running one in a basement or all summer long, look for a hose port so it can drain continuously on its own. Quick thing before I keep going. If this is actually helping you avoid a bad purchase, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel out more than you'd think. Third, if it's going somewhere cold like a basement, make sure it has auto defrost. Compressor units without it will ice up below 65 degrees and just stop working. And check for an Energy Star rating. These things run for hours a day for months at a time, so efficiency actually shows up on your power bill. Fourth, if it's for a bedroom, check the actual decibel number, not just the word quiet in the listing. Anything under 35 decibels is genuinely bedroom safe. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes: shopping by the square footage number on the box without checking which technology is behind it. A thermoelectric unit rated for 1,000 square feet and a compressor unit rated for 1,000 square feet are not the same machine. One will actually dry out your basement. The other will just quietly hum in the corner. The fix is simple. Match the tech to the space. Peltier for small enclosed rooms, compressor for anything bigger or genuinely humid. One more thing. Watch out for tiny sub-$30 units claiming huge coverage numbers with no listed wattage or pint rating anywhere. That's marketing, not spec. And skip anything without auto shutoff. An overflowing tank on your hardwood floor is not a mistake you want to make twice. So those are the things I'd actually check before buying one. And so you don't have to dig through all that yourself. Here are the 3 I'd actually recommend. One for each kind of space. As always, the discounted links are in the description. If all you need is to keep a closet, bathroom, or small bedroom from feeling damp, the Tabiic is the cheap, no-fuss option to start with. It's quiet, has a see-through tank so you can actually tell when it's time to dump it, and it auto shuts off before it ever overflows onto the floor. Just don't expect it to touch a whole basement or an open living room. It's genuinely built for small enclosed spaces only. It's sitting around $47, about as low risk as this category gets. If you want that same kind of unit, but with a bigger tank so you're not emptying it every single day, plus a proper sleep mode for the bedroom, the ToLife is where I'd point you. And honestly, that's the one I personally use myself, and I'd tell a friend to just go buy it. It's the same small space technology under the hood, just more convenient to actually live with day to day. It's sitting around $60. Now, if you actually need to dry out a basement, a garage, or a room that's genuinely damp, step up to the Waykar. It's a real compressor unit, Energy Star certified with auto defrost, so it keeps working properly in a cold basement, and a hose port so you can run it non-stop without ever emptying a tank by hand. It's priced around $145, but it's the only one of these 3 that's actually built to handle a real room. Alright, that's it for this one. Grab whichever fits your space, and I'll catch you in the next video.